Hello all and welcome. My name is Gaurang. I'll be starting this video series to educate healthcare workers like doctors and nurses on various languages. I am myself a learner. I'm not a native speaker in any of the languages that I'll be teaching. Um, and the main idea is to get the patients at ease, calm their nerves, get them talking even. But I would not recommend using any of this information for consents or any other medical legal documents. When you are starting to learn any language or if there is a native speaker in front of you, it is a good idea to start off with simple terms when you're trying to converse with them, like hello, thank you, please. Or if you have to ask a question, you should ask leading questions like how old are you, or what is your name, rather than open-ended questions like how can I help you. Let's start with Russian today, and I'll be talking about some very simple, easy to use terms. Let's start off with how to say hello. There are two more common ways of saying hello in Russian. There is one which is more difficult, and then there is one that is easier. The more difficult one in the word is said as zdras. Zdras, there is a Z at the start, and there is a rolling R. Zdras, Dui, Dewey. Kind of sounds like the name Louis. And at the end it's TA. So the entire word is Zdravствуй, TA. Starts with a Z, Zdravствуй, TA. Think about saying hello to Louis. Здравствуй, TA. Здравствуйте. Здравствуйте. Second and more easier way of saying hello is Привет. Привет. You can use either or. Absolutely. Let's learn how to say my name is. So a patient comes in, you wish them hello. Next thing you're gonna introduce yourself, and you would say, my name is. You would say, Menya. Menya means my. Kind of sounds like English my. Menya. Menya. Menya Zavut. Zavut means name. Menya Zavut. You don't need to say my name is. There is no term called is in Russian. So you could say Меня зовут XYZ. You don't need to add an is. So you could, like, I would say Меня зовут Gaurang. I would say I'm a doctor. I would say я, it's I. Я доктор. Doctor is a male doctor. If it were a female doctor, she would say ya doctora. A nurse would say ya medsestra. Ya medsestra. Now you want to say, it is a pleasure meeting you, sir, or ma'am. You would say, Очень. Очень means very. Приятно means a pleasure meeting you. Очень приятно. Очень приятно. So to recap, two ways of saying hello. Здравствуйте. Здравствуйте. Or привет. Привет. Меня зовут. My name is. Меня зовут Gaurang. Я доктор. और я доктора. और я медсестра. Nice to meet you. Очень приятно. Next, you want to give them a warning sign that you only know a little of Russian, so they don't start talking in Russian with you. So you want to say that I only know a little bit of Russian. You would say ya, which you might remember ya means I. Очень. Again, like we talked about, очень means very. Malo. For people who speak Spanish, you might remember mal means bad. You can think of it that way. Malo is little. You could say ya очень malo. I very little. Знаю is no. K-N-O-W, no. So, and Ruski is Russian language. So you will say I very little know Russian language. Я очень мало знаю русский. If you want to add language, this term called language, you could say язык. But you don't need to. You could say я очень мало знаю русский. I very little know Russian. Я очень мало знаю русский. One thing I can tell you, in Russian it does not matter what kind of word order you use. You could say я знаю очень мало русский. Or you could say я очень мало знаю русский. It wouldn't make a whole lot of difference. It would get the ball over the net. And that should be your main motto. Next, let's try to understand how would you ask them what their name is. You would say kak means what. Was is yours. Kak was. Zavut, like we talked about earlier, zavut means name. So it would be kak is what, was is your name. What? Your name. As we said earlier, there is no such thing as is. So you don't need to say what is your name, you just say what your name. Kak was zavut. Next thing you would say is how are you? Kak dela. Again, it is an open-ended question, but it is meant to basically have them signal yes or no, or just get a smile from them or something like that, you know, in the hope that they don't start speaking in a lot of Russian, in which case you can remind them, sorry, я очень мало знаю русский. Kak, as we said, was what. Dela is how are things? In a way like asking them, how's the day? Dela. How are the daily activities? That's what kak dela means. Kak dela is what or how are things. Kak dela. Simple things like the patient is saying something and you want to acknowledge yes or no, but you want to say it in Russian. You would say da for yes, da, and no. You would say нет. Da for yes, нет for no. Da for yes, нет for no. And at the end, you want to wish them goodbye. Nice meeting you. Remember, nice meeting you was очень приятно. Now you want to say, until next time, hasta luego. How would you say it? You would say das Vidania. Das Vidania. Das Vidania. Das Vidania. Das Vidania. Das Vidania. So to recap, if you want to say, I speak very little Russian, just so you know, you would say, Я очень мало знаю русский. Я очень мало знаю русский. I know very little Russian. Как вас зовут? What is your name? Как вас зовут? How are you doing, sir? Как дела? Как дела? That makes sense. Да, да. No, I don't know if I agree with that. Нет, нет. Alright, sir. Nice meeting you. До свидания. До свидания. At the end, I would leave you with certain simple expressions that you would use in your everyday interaction with your patients. If you want to say please, please sir, please ma'am, you would say пожалуйста, 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 sir, пожалуйста, пожалуйста. If you want to say excuse me, or sorry this happened, sorry I didn't mean to hurt you, you would say извините, извините, sir, I'm so sorry, извините, please excuse me. Something nice happens and you want to say thank you so much for your help. You would say спасибо, 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 спасибо. At the end, you want to wish your patients have a nice day. You would say добрый день. Добрый means good. День means day. Just like English day. Kind of sounds similar to that. День. Добрый день. Пожалуйста means please. Please. Пожалуйста. Excuse me or sorry is извините. Извините. When I say thank you, you would say спасибо. Спасибо. At the end, you want to wish them have a nice day. You would say добрый день. Добрый день. At the end, I would definitely emphasize the fact that you should not use any of these terms or interactions when obtaining consent. I would encourage that you use a translator. You should use these expressions to have a fun little conversation with your patients or with your loved ones or whoever who speaks native Russian, just to get a smile from them or get them at ease when you enter into the room. Thank you very much for listening to this video. I will continue on in this video series and post more videos. I will try to add different languages because I like to learn languages, and I realize that there's very little to help physicians and nurses and other healthcare workers in various languages. Though there are many language learning courses, there is not so much that is directed towards the medical and clinical aspect of the language. If you would have me do the videos in a certain way, or if I said any of these words incorrectly, please, I would encourage you to please add some comments, and if you would want a certain language, or if you would want videos done a certain way, please add to the comments. I'll look forward to your comments. And, спасибо. Добрый день. Очень приятно. До свидания.